As Becca brings our coffees to the table, I fidget around nervously in my seat, trying my best to blend in and seem like a normal girl, but feeling like the elephant in the room. Becca sits down and pushes my latte towards me with a smile. I take hold of the cup handle and anxiously bring it to my mouth, shaking like a leaf. "Are you okay?" Becca asks, watching me spill my drink. "You're shaking." Trying to avoid my inevitable coffee spills, I grab some napkins and start cleaning up the mess. "No, I'm really nervous," I whisper back, trying not to be heard. "I frequent this place regularly. I'm worried someone's going to recognize me." Leaning back in her chair, Becca raises an eyebrow at me. "I see," she replies, sipping her coffee. "I wouldn't worry. To the casual observer, you look like a normal girl." "Casual observer?" I whine, hiding my face with one hand and leaning towards her. "That guy over there has been staring at me the whole time we've been in here. He knows. I'm sure of it." "Really?" Becca smiles and turns to look around the cafe. "What guy?" Giving my girlfriend a swift kick under the table, she jumps from the shock. Turning back to look at me, Becca glares at me. "What was that for?" she whines. Not being able to stomach her stare, I look down at my drink and sigh. "Will you just stop enjoying this so much?" I complain, running my finger around the rim of my cup. "We need to get this sorted. I can't go around with makeup on my entire life." "I suppose that's true," Becca admits, sighing. "Right. Let me see if I can find any more information." A few minutes pass, then she looks up at me, worried. "So," she says anxiously, "you're not going to like this. That shop, it's closed down for good." Terrified for what that means, I give her a face full of fury. She quickly looks back down at her phone to avoid my glare. Another few minutes pass as she frantically taps away at her phone. Still glaring at her in annoyance, her face gives a wide range of expressions. I sit patiently, waiting for her to give me good news, but for some reason, I felt like that wasn't coming. "So," Becca finally speaks up, looking deep into my eyes, "we've got 3 options." "Okay then," I reply, sipping my latte. "What's option 1? Brushing the hair from her eyes, she gives me a silly, wide grin. "Option 1, she says, as her grin gets wider, "you give up on being a man and transition into a woman, making the face of makeup no longer a problem." "Oh, give over," I huff in reply as Becca giggles. "What's option 2? "Option 2, Becca continues, still giggling, "we visit a tattoo remover and get it laser blasted off." "Laser blasted?" I question, uncomfortable at the thought. "Would that even work? Is this makeup even a tattoo to be removed?" "Yeah, I'm not too sure either," Becca says, reaching over to my face, touching my lips. "It does still look like makeup to me. I guess that was just a long shot." "What's option 3? I ask, moving my face away from her fingers. "It's good news and bad news," she comments, but looks nervous. "I found the headquarters for the makeup company." "Great!" I cheerfully respond. "What's the bad news?" "It's halfway across the country," she admits, reaching out and grabbing hold of one of my hands. "Goggle reckons it's like a 2 or 3 day car journey." "Jeez," I respond, as she shows me the map on her phone. "Can't we just call them or send an email? What about a Zoom call?" "That's the really weird thing about it," Becca says, opening up the company's homepage on her phone and showing it to me. "They don't have any contact details. Just says to visit a store if you have any issues." "Then you're a store?" I ask, hoping one is nearer. Is there a store nearer? No, Becca says delicately, gripping my hand tighter. Seems like they don't have any stores open. Not believing her, expecting her to be winding me up and trying to make me stay like this, I grab my phone and start searching for myself. How could a company have stores, then all of a sudden not have stores? It doesn't make sense. Also, what kind of company doesn't have an email address? Oh, crap. I groan in pure disbelief. You're not lying, are you? Becca gives me a smug smile and shakes her head. Well, I guess we are going to have to visit their headquarters, I tell her. Best call work and tell them I've got flu or something. Yeah, Becca agrees. Will be kind of fun to have a road trip. I could do with a few days off. Searching for my boss's phone number, our financial situation comes to the forefront of my mind. How are we going to pay for this? I ask her with dread. We don't have much money. With a glint in her eye, Becca smirks. I've got a credit card, she sings, pulling a card from her purse. I guess this predicament is an emergency, right? With the plan agreed, we finish our drinks and leave the cafe. That guy who was staring gawked at me as we left. I think he was trying to check me out. Made me feel rather uneasy. Knowing we both had to fake sickness at work and grab a few things from home, we started heading for the exit to the mall. Just as I started feeling good about getting back to the car, Becca grabs my hand tight and pulls me towards a small kiosk in the middle of the walkway. You're probably never going to dress like this for me again, Becca wonders as we stand still next to a small beauty kiosk. No, probably not, I reply, folding my arms in a huff. Why? Without answering me, a lady comes over to greet us. Hi! Becca greets her with excitement. My friend here finally wants to get her ears pierced. Can you do it now? Stunned by my girlfriend's audacity, I'm left speechless as the lady guides me into the beauty kiosk chair. It's okay, sweetie, the lady says, trying to comfort me. It doesn't hurt. Just as I try and bolt from the chair, Becca leans in and puts her hand on my shoulder. It's weird to see such a pretty girl without her ears done, right? Becca asks the lady, smiling from ear to ear. A little, the lady replies, readying her needle gun. Can you hold your friend's hair back for me? As Becca holds my hair away from my left ear, the lady quickly pushes the gun into my earlobe. Letting out a tiny squeal, I grip my teeth. Good work, the lady comments. Now for the other one. As Becca and the lady swap sides, I give Becca the dirtiest look. I can't believe her sometimes. Hold her hair for me, please, the lady asks Becca once more. Seconds later, my other ear is pierced. With the lady cleaning her equipment, Becca looks at me like she's a naughty child. Touching my sore ears and the studs left in them, I growl and prepare to give her a piece of my mind. Just as I lean forward, Becca wags her finger from side to side. You'll bring attention to yourself, she whispers with a smirk. As I grit my teeth and swallow my pride, I slouch back into the chair. Right, all done, the lady says, after finishing her tidy up. So, don't take them out for a few days. You need to let the holes settle. Plus, you don't want to get an infection. Okay, I reply, really not enthused. I love your makeup, by the way, the lady tells me with a smile. You look truly lovely. Thanks, I answer, still not impressed. With Becca paying the lady and buying me some earrings to replace the studs, I wait for her with my arms folded tight. With my ears hurting from the unwanted metal shoved into them, I waited patiently for her. As Becca approached, she gave me an anxious smile. Not being able to look me in the eye, she knew she'd overstepped the mark. Does it hurt? She asks gently. What do you think? I reply with a snort. Would it help if I told you I'm really attracted to you right now? Becca says, pushing her body close to mine. No, I retort, rebuffing her affection. Oh, come on, Becca says playfully, poking at my sour expression. I think you like feeling pretty. I think you're going to be lucky if I don't kill you these next 2 days, I sarcastically joke in reply. Now, let's get going.